Picked up a new bench grinder the other day and just pulled it out, and I need to make some tools. Right off the bat I found some things I need to modify in it. First thing I noticed when I pulled it out of the box is it comes with these brackets. This is supposed to be the table that goes in front of the grinding stone, but it's pretty cheap quality. This whole bench grinder only cost me about $30. It's a pretty good quality motor, so I need to do some modifications on this. This is one of my blank cutting tools for my lathe. I need to make the cut at this angle so that it's the correct angle for cutting off on the lathe. With these small brackets, it's going to come in at a right angle, and that's not going to get me what I want. So I looked around the shop to see what I have, and I have some of this aluminum strap. It's 4 millimeters thick and it's 40 millimeters wide, and it's pretty rigid. So the first thing I did was I turned the brackets around and faced them towards each other, and I decided the best way to go is to connect the two brackets to give some strength. So between the two small metal brackets, when they're bolted together, it's quite a bit more rigid. So I bored holes in this and I taper them so that once these screws are in, it will be flush. So once these are bolted together, you can see that it's going to be quite a bit more rigid. So why would I go through all this trouble to make this thing? Well, because I spent $30 on this bench grinder. It's a good motor, and it comes with wheels. The brackets are kind of cheap. If I wanted to get a better bracket, I would probably have to spend $80 on it, and it would wind up with the same motor. And so for $2 I was able to make the improvement on this. All right, one of the other modifications I mentioned is that these tools for the lathe have to be cut at an angle in order to work properly. And this bench grinder is coming in at pretty much of a square angle, so I need to make that adjustment. To achieve that angle, I'm going to add a second piece of aluminum, a second table that's going to go on top of it, and in between this I'm going to add an aluminum shim that goes across, and so it will prop it up to the angle that I'm looking for. And this looks just about right. So then I add wing nuts underneath this on both sides. So once it's all set up, I have the exact angle what I'm looking for to cut my tools. That's not going to change, and I have it on both sides. I have the coarse grinding wheel and I have the fine grinding wheel, and I've got a sturdy platform that's going to give me exactly the angle that I'm looking for. So if something like this is something that everybody can use. Something like a simple device like this can help you achieve a different angle or make your job easier. And this is really tough. It's taken something that's a really cheapo quality bracket, and now it's good enough. It'll get the job done. Almost there. Okay, now we're going to take it over to the finer side, the finer grade. As you can see, this is coming out pretty nice. Okay, you can see we got the right angle tapered up, and we have the angle tapered back, and we have a nice clean surface that we can hone.